All right, folks. Hey, I receive another question or two, maybe, that I will answer here and break it down for you. Does impact assessment exist in cybersecurity or is just part of risk assessment? Follow that question by if an impact assessment does exist in cybersecurity, how is it conducted and when should it be performed? The short answer, yes, an impact assessment exists in cybersecurity. Actually, is the formula for cybersecurity risk has impact in it. Remember, risk equals threat times vulnerability times impact. And that is the impact. Now, there's some nuances there. So let's break it down. Here. So when you were talking about impact and specifically impact analysis in cybersecurity, impact assessment in cybersecurity, we need to be very careful in what we are talking about. Is guided towards more a financial impact, reputational impact, operational impact. So there's different flavors, if you will. What you're really aiming for, first of all, you need to classify that right off the bat, what you mean with an impact assessment. Now, when I say that is part of the formula, risk equals threat times vulnerability times impact. That is the impact to operations most time when we calculate under the cybersecurity umbrella. And even then, we need to understand the context when we analyzing that particular impact. Because sometimes we're assessing the vulnerability on an application, on a server, on a router, switch, firewall, what have you, on a particular device or two, but we're missing the context because those perhaps are just some of the devices that encompass a support system for a particular application, for a particular solution. Let's say your organization sell widget A to the customers, and those systems that you just said, hey, here's the impact of these systems is a high. This vulnerability has a high impact on these systems. But what is the impact for the overall solution that may contain over 70 or 80 devices that support the ecosystem, the underlying infrastructure for that widget A that sells? So the impact to the entire support system for that widget A, even if that widget is available to the customer or not the customer, it depends on which assets or which devices or where you found that vulnerability that you made that particular assessment. So there are several layers. First is at the device level, at the application level, is the entire solution. And what I mean with solutions is the application, is the server, database, firewall, router, switch, and so forth, the entire ecosystem. So is that the impact you're analyzing? That's one. And that would be in terms of, hey, we're going to be 2 days down because if this particular risk realizes it, it will take that long to recover. Or you can even discuss the probability of occurring and also part of that impact calculation. Or you also can calculate not only operationally, but the financial impact. If widget A sell for $100, you sell $1 million per day, is down for 3 days, bam, you have a number there in what would be your estimated financial impact if that vulnerability, that risk realizes. Now you have a financial impact analysis. Reputational, you can also throw reputational as there is. Widget A is not available to your customers, and your customers start complaining because they cannot pay their bill or reserve their car or what have you, that widget A, your organization support or provide to your customers and shareholders. Then you have that reputational part of it there as well. So impact analysis is part of cybersecurity? Absolutely. But we need to qualify what part of cybersecurity, what exactly you trying to calculate the impact for, operational, reputational, financial, what have you. You have to do that. Put it under context. Is it device level, a solution level, organizational level, and make the appropriate assessments and judgments. But yes, it is. Can you do it standalone? Absolutely. You can do it standalone. But usually in cybersecurity is related to a particular vulnerability, particular weaknesses in the system, on a network, on your organization, that you calculate that impact. Can be done both separate? Yes, absolutely. But in cybersecurity, most time you will cross your career, it will be tied to a particular vulnerability. I hope that helps.